All right, friends, so today we are going to be talking about equivalent fractions. It's when fractions are equal. So I have 4 fractions listed right here, and they are all equal to each other. And I'm going to show you with the fraction pieces and with numbers. I'm going to show you a shortcut with numbers so that you do not always have to use these pieces. So we can agree that this is 1/2. This is taking up the same amount of space as 1/2. This is the same amount, and this is the same amount. They're all the same amount of space, okay? This one's 1/2, 2/4, 3/6, and 4/8. Remember, our numerator, the top number, is how many pieces are here. There's 2, so I have 2. 3, so I have 3. 4, so I have 4. And the numerator is our top number. And our bottom number is called the denominator. And that tells you how many pieces would be in the whole circle if I had pieces for the whole circle. So in this one there would be 2, in this one there would be 4, this one 6, and this one 8. Okay, so they're all the same. So I can take my pieces and line them up next to each other to find all of my equivalent fractions. Remember, equivalent fractions mean that they're equal to each other. They're worth the same amount. But I'm going to show you how to do it with just numbers, okay? So between this number and this number, I see that 2 times 2 is 4, and 1 times 2 is 2. Okay, now I'm going to go from 1/2 to 3/6. 1 times 3 is 3. 2 times 3 is 6. The last one, 1 times 4 is 4. 2 times 4 is 8. So we can figure out equivalent fractions by multiplying our top and our bottom number, our numerator and our denominator, by the same number. So I'm going to show you a couple examples. If I want to try to find an equivalent fraction to 7/12, I can choose a number. I want to multiply it by 2, and I can do it to the top and the bottom. This would be an equivalent fraction to 7/12. 7/12 and 14/24 are equivalent. Another one. If I did 6/8, I want to find an equivalent fraction. I want to multiply top and bottom by 4. It doesn't matter what number I choose as long as the top and the bottom are multiplied by the same number. 6 times 4 is 24, and 8 times 4 is 32. So 6/8 and 24/32s are equivalent. If I were to draw them out, which you would never draw this big of a number out because it would be very difficult to see, but in a perfect world, if we had pieces like this for each of these numbers and we laid 24/32 out and 6/8, they would cover the same amount of space. All right, let's try one. I'd like you to write this one down. Let's do 7/4. I want you to find an equivalent fraction for 7/4. Go ahead and pause this video and try it on your own. All right, you could have chosen any number. I'm going to do 3. Whatever number you chose, you had to multiply your top and your bottom by the same number. So my new numerator will be 21, and my new denominator will be 12. As long as I multiply my numerator and my denominator by the same number, your fraction is going to be equivalent. I'm going to use the fraction pieces to check one. If I wanted to do 1/3, I'm going to multiply my top and my bottom by 2. 2, 6. Now I'm going to check it. So here are my 6s. and here is my third. So we see that they are exactly the same. So this strategy works, and we don't even have to use our pieces. If you are feeling good about equivalent fractions, you may go off and do the practice on your own. If not, you can stay on and check a couple more. I can also go backwards. If I want to do 8/9, I could divide my top and bottom by 2. Oops. As long as I divide my numerator and my denominator by the same number, my fraction will be equivalent as well. I will just have smaller numbers. 8/6 is the same as 4/3. If I were to take my 9/12 and my 3/4 and lay them up side by side, they would cover the same space. Just remember, and this is going to come in handy later, whatever we do to the numerator, we must always do to our denominator.